wants to take you through the night? Who wants you, pretty mama? Who's gonna make you feel alright? Who wants you, pretty baby? Who wants to take you through the night? Who wants you, pretty mama? Who's gonna make you feel alright? Who's gonna love you, love you? Who's gonna love you? I am so scared. I'm so scared. Huh. Okay, get off it. Well, this is life in the big city kitty. Stream of consciousness. This is what I've got. It's always there. I don't always hear it. Now why is that? Because I'm not always there. It's there, I'm where? That's the question. Get an answer. Get an answer, get an answer. Get an answer. Do it, do it. That could be a good song. But it's been the song of my whole life. Get an answer, get an answer. Do a dance and do a dance. Ran and ran and ran your pants. Well, this is interesting and nice. It comes from below. It comes from above. So, my teacher, who taught me in the most unimaginable way, because you can't imagine how he did it. Well, when he talks like this too. There's pauses, and those pauses, they're like, because he's not listening to the sound of the so-called inner voice. It's coming from somewhere out there, transmitted from Telegramion, or one planet that nobody knows the name of. I woke up this morning, and I don't know how you are, but this is me. I don't listen to the radio, never, because I have a radio inside, which reminds me of something that happened years ago. I was in the ashram. Okay, that's a long story, and someday we'll tell that story. And this is the person you're listening to right now doesn't exist anymore, okay? Remember that. Well, she does, but only as a figment of her own imagination. I am a figment of my own imagination, okay? So, there was a woman sitting with a man. Okay, that's what you would see if you were watching it on a TV screen. And there was a dining hall. Now, when I say those words, dining hall, you'll never know what I'm talking about. It was a screened-in porch, okay? A screened-in porch separate from the other building. That was the dining hall. And what was this, 2002 or something? And this woman was wearing a sari, Western woman in Indian clothes, which might look ridiculous, but in this case maybe it didn't. And the man wearing, what do they call that? Lungi, dhoti, that funny skirt that the Indian men wear, and kurta, which is the top. And sitting smack dab in the middle of the dining screened-in porch watching in front of him with the sound turned off, beautiful, beautiful concert. People playing sitar and tabla, woman singing very beautifully, expressively, her face, full head shot on the screen, close up, with the man in the background, totally blissed out, both of them. The tabla player was so, but the man was not listening to the lovely, beautiful voices. What was he listening to? He was holding to his ear, painfully straining to listen to radio, some radio going in and out, some, different thing that was like not tuned in and going, this radio tuning in and out, which I can't do very well because I'm not Jim Carrey. He could do it perfectly, I'm sure. And the woman, that figment of my imagination, sitting, totally glued her attention to the guy, the Indian man, who was oblivious of her, of course. Okay? She was totally fixated on him, and he was totally glued to what he was doing, which seemed to make sense for him in that moment. And the woman, watching the man, also understood the picture immediately and deeply, but nevertheless, that picture didn't really help her to enter into the divine life. Now, this morning, I woke up after sleeping the night peacefully, and that song was in my head. Pretty baby, pretty mama, who's gonna take you through the night? Who wants you, pretty baby? Who's gonna make you feel alright? And then in the background, the chorus. Who's gonna love you, do-do-do-do-do. And I don't know how many years it's been since I heard that song. Maybe, I don't know, 10 years or 15 or 20. Because I don't listen to the radio because I got one in my head. I don't need all the extra static and noise because it's already there. Okay, so that was what was going on in my head. And I just thought I'd tell you about that man sitting in that screened-in porch and that shadow ghost of a person watching him repeatedly, painfully, shrinkingly. It was a moving picture. A moving picture.